Much better showing this week compared to last. What were you seeing from him?
I thought he was really good, better than he's been in probably the last couple of weeks. His velo was good, and I thought his slider was really sharp. He was throwing it harder than he has in weeks. So it was nice to have him back out there.
Did you have him on a pitch count today?
Not really. We're just trying to get him through a couple innings. The biggest thing is we're trying to get Cole Gordon out there in an extended stint. So we're trying to get his pitch count up a little bit and see how he'd do in a longer setting. So it was a little bit of both situations.
JT back on track for next week?
I think so. Yeah. See how he feels tomorrow, but he said he felt really good today.
Chris was asking Tanner about, the kind of a little slump that he was in, and Rowdy, started 160, and sometimes coaches might sit those batters. What went into the decision to keep them in the lineup, and what does that say about your thoughts on them that you trusted for them to get out of it?
They're just both really good hitters, and so as you know, everybody's going to struggle at some point in time. We knew those guys would come out of it, and they sat down a little bit here and there and moved them around the lineup, but at the end of the day, we can't be great without those two guys, and left-handed hitters in our lineup are huge. So I think they were both freshman All-American last year, so they're kind of getting right back into that form.
With them hitting like that, what does that do for this lineup?
It's huge, especially the left-handers sometimes in those matchups. I mean, I think sometimes ours can be a little right-handed dominant, but we're spreading those out through the lineup. And TA, he's got a little bit of pop in there, too, to where he can make you pay.
4 runs given up this weekend. What does that say about your starters and your bullpen as well?
I thought we pitched great all the way around, and I thought we played great defense. I think that was a side that probably gets overlooked a little bit. We made some really nice plays, and our starters and relievers just pounded the zone.
You mentioned the defense a couple weekends ago. It wasn't great here. And then you make a couple of changes. Are you surprised at how quickly everybody's picked up everything?
I am surprised. So, Justin Foscue has surprised me because he's played a really good second base over the last couple of weeks. And even Marshall Gilbert made some nice plays today.
Marshall hit a couple out over the weekend. Is he a guy that could be the everyday third baseman if he's playing like this?
I think so. I think we'll have a little bit of a rotation and matchup and everything else, but he's played really good. The better you play, the more you play. So I was happy to see him have a good weekend.
You've had some opportunities to close out some series and come up a game or two short, but you get the sweep. How rewarding it to finally kind of get over the hump and get that done?
It was good. I mean, we talked about it last night. We talked about it this morning. The difference in sweeping or going, 2-1 is it's a 3-game difference or a 1-game difference. And for us, we need to make up some ground. And so it was big for us this weekend. And as we move forward,
on the matchup thing at third base, is it the same way at DH with so many options there?
There are, and kind of who's hot. I've played the guy who's hot a little bit. I mean, they can all hit the other hand, but it's, for a couple of weeks there, Josh Hatcher, he couldn't get out. And then Brad Cumbus was the same way. So we play a little bit of matchup, but also the hot hand who's feeling good at the moment.
You pitched Kobe in the ninth, righty hand today. Is that something you'd like to do more, or what do you think of that?
I think so. I think we got 3 or 4 guys that can pitch the ninth. I mean, Cole's done it a lot this year, but Jared Liebelt's done it, and Tristan Barlow could, depending on the matchup, and I think Colby could too. So I think those 4 guys we got at the end have been pretty interchangeable too.
What have you seen offensively change in this team from the LSU series to now?
I think we've, the LSU series we weren't great, so I think those 2 games, but everywhere else we've been pretty good. And I think when you see what Tennessee did this weekend, I thought we were pretty good at Tennessee also, the way we swung it against some really good arms. So we've been pretty consistent. We had 2 down games there at LSU that we weren't happy with, but for the most part our offense has come and produced.